So do you think I should take out chains from there? Is he gonna block him or no?
Yeah, I think.
When he goes over,
Yes.
I need to have access. Oh, I think it should be okay because there's this thing. How is he gonna sit? Is there like a support? How he's gonna put it down? Is there like
a jack?
Oh, there's like a jack in there.
Yes, on the side.
Ah,
on the left
because
side.
I don't want those. I don't want those sharp teeth in the deck. You know that thing?
Why? Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
It's bad because you don't see anything.
You cannot see? Can you talk to him? Can you?
Good. After so. Commence à continue comme ça. Reste bien à droite.
He's gonna hit over there.
Oh, that's personal.
Yeah, wait 1 sec, wait. Yeah. So he's gonna hit the trailer. Okay. That looks good. Can you watch the other side? turning a bit this way. No.
D'après moi, si tu remets en ligne droite, là, ça devrait être pas pire. It's okay?
A bit to this side.
Alors, on a dit
Yeah, you have to go a bit this way. Just a little bit. Oh, wait, stop. Can you raise it? Can I go up? Hey, boss! Yeah, I see, it's gonna damage those.
Okay, of course, no, man. If I put this on the wheel of the tractor.
Maybe move this way, look. Yeah, I'm watching. Sorry?
The wheels of the Baler is on the vehicle?
Yeah, he has to go a little bit this way. But it's gonna turn. Can you take small, put small timber, if you have timbers, put under this. maybe this. We can use these. Do you think it'll go? The hydraulics was frozen. I couldn't you see, like this one goes both directions. This one is stuck, so I probably should just stop the engine. Just run the hydraulics. Let's put something. Can I use one of your small timbers? Can we put a timber in here?
Yes, yes, no problem.
Can I use this? Can I use this?
Yes.
Otherwise it'll be moving, you know, and it'll scratch all the paint. Why is it not getting out? Oh, it's because... Oh, okay, okay. Well, you have to put this in.
Yes, but no that hole.
Oh, no hole.
Hole is there.
You're a very strong man. What did you have for breakfast?
Nutella.
Nutella. But they said this is only what, like 12,000 pounds, right? Like 6 tons, right? 6 American tons.
Yes.
Rock and roll. Just got some snacks in here. I'll show you in a second. There's a Shell across the street. And everybody understands a little bit, you know. Bathroom is toilet. Toilet. And there's a sign. And there's some kind of a warning on the door. I have no clue what it says, but I thought it probably says turn off the lights when you leave. See, I'm all French-analyzed. D signs. So basically it's just one machine. The skid, it's just a box with some electronics, so I just put it inside. And this is kind of like sketchy because that one is, well, not the way it's secured, but you know, I know those legs, it's easy to break them, you know. So I made sure I tightened first the rear chains. See, I use these rubbers, so I put, because it's over 10,000 pounds, 12,000 pounds, so it's considered heavy machinery. Okay, so you need to have 4 chains. You cannot just have one in the back, one in the front. You have to have 4 separate chains, 4 binders. And here it was kind of like we are trying to find where I can hook up because all this is moving. I asked the guy, I said, can this move? Shall I secure it? He says no, it's not gonna turn. But you know, even if it does turn, where is it gonna go? Like now it's the widest point, it's gonna go over here, right? But naturally cops don't like it when things are not secured, but this seems to be blocked in there. So, well, at least that's what the guy said, right? Like, I'm not a farmer, right? I asked the guys that ship this thing. So this is some kind of a Holland G5040 Combi, and there's English, I guess that's French. Crop cutter, a roll belt 450 New Holland crop cutter, that's what it is. And a couple of small parts for this, and we are good. See that light? I think it's supposed to have that light at that height, you know, higher than the trailer, like the way they like it in Quebec. But my light keeps cutting out on me. I think I left it somewhere there. You know, those fancy lights, I spent like 25 bucks US on them, and you turn them on and they shut down after about 2 minutes. But this is pretty far, so this is Rimouski, Quebec, which is like 3 hours north of Quebec City. And if you know where Quebec City is, that's 2 hours away from Montreal, you know. So it's like pretty much like, I think it's one of the northern parts, you know. But it's so busy in here, and I guess it's all agricultural area because we have this deal over here where it loaded, New Holland, and I came from there and I just went like this. I asked the guy, he says you can go around into that next street and then back in there, but I said there's lots of room in here, you know, the traffic not too bad, so I just went like this forward and then turned on my flashing lights and just went back in here. and I had the trouble with hydraulics. Everything was frozen. Had trouble unhooking the hoses on the neck, and the big switch worked, the one that operates the actual gooseneck, but the one that raises and lowers the support legs was frozen. Like, it was going one way, fine, but the other way it didn't go. And these guys are so smart, right? Because he says they have the same problem here, even though, you know, we spoke like basic English, but he understood right away. I said, you see this? Frozen. And he climbed underneath. He says, you see that valve underneath at the very bottom? He says, that's what happens when you have warm temperature then cold temperature. He says water goes down and it freezes there, and that's why I needed to push the lever down in order to drop the legs on the frame, you know. And I said, like, as a last resort, I know it's like -8, -9, you know, pretty cold Celsius, which is what, probably somewhere around like 10 degrees, 8, like, you know, single digits probably. And I said, do you have any hot water? Like, I know it's gonna freeze, but just for 1 second it's gonna melt everything inside, and then I can start it and maybe the flow will kick that ice out. And the guy says, 1 second. And he comes back with a portable something with a flame, like a portable gas thing, you know, with a flame. And he just held it there for, I don't know, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, boom, right away it started working, you know. And now, before I leave, so from here it's 3 hours, 180 miles, or basically 200 miles to my stop, but I'm going back towards civilization. And my next stop is actually Quebec City. Yeah, we're 3 hours away from Quebec City, so that... Another dealer like this, they have a skid with parts for this machine, and I was a bit concerned that I won't have enough room, because they told me there's 2 skids, right? And in the back I only have room for 1 skid, and I thought if nothing works I'll just put that skid on the neck, on the gooseneck, you know, because I have a flat surface there. But now I still have room on the deck in front of this machine, because the other part was like this box over here. See, like this box, like, where do you put it? You cannot secure it. And I said, and normally stuff like this you put inside the cab of the machine, you know, like excavator or something. But the problem is this thing doesn't have a cab because it's a trailer, right? This thing, they hook it up to a tractor and the guy drags it, so there's no cab, you know, nowhere to put this in. I said, and there's like a couple of electric, some, you know, gauges or something there, like very light, so I just put it in here. But I went across the street, just spent 15 bucks Canadian, 12 US, but everything is expensive. But I got an apple, nice French apple, looks like real apple, looks like an English apple actually, you know. And actually I think it's from, where is it? You see, it's everything is in English. I think it's an English apple, maybe, I mean American apple. Then I got some coffee, and then we got this. So this will last me a long time. See, this one is 5 bucks, that's Canadian. This is 4. So almonds and what are these called? I forgot. Filberts. But the best part is that they also have bakery in there, and you know, I'm trying to limit my calories. I wanted to buy a cookie, and she said, "Chocolat, pieces." I said, "What?" And she meant that cookie has pieces of chocolate. You know, and chocolate gives me headaches. I said, how about this one? I saw this one, and I like this. You see, it has berries in there. It has nuts. I said, I love this one. Never saw something like this before. See? Very cool. But one thing about Quebec, and I mentioned this before, is that the food here is unbelievable. You know, you go to any restaurant and basically you can eat your whole hand, you know. Everything is so tasty. These guys and girls, they know how to cook. Yeah, the cookie is gone. And it's already 11 o'clock. Can you believe this? I was here at 8:30, but it took a while to load this thing. Alright, let's go. I will show you guys a little bit of driving. But this thing is only 12,000 pounds. One of the reasons why I decided to go on such a long deadhead. From here to my yard in Cambridge, it's about 730 miles. But it pays good, and it's either sitting at home doing nothing. I just got tired of looking for a load. You know, this one pays okay and goes into a good area in Maryland, right near the somewhere near Philadelphia. It's pretty much Philadelphia. It's pretty much Pennsylvania, just where Highway 1, US 1 enters Maryland.
In 300 meters, turn left onto Avenue Convergent.
Yeah, you see over here, if I go straight, that's a violation, because that's where this town of Rimouski is. So, and the sign says all trucks go this way, and there's a sign there actually, no trucks except local deliveries. And look at the lights. See, the lights are horizontal, so just in case somebody misses one red light, you have 6. So now I'm standing here, I have 6 red lights. But actually, check this out. Each section has 4 and 5 and 5. You see, now I can go, right? My arrow. And that's how I came actually. I came like this. Now check out the snow. Look how much snow this is. Like that guy, look, the snow is pretty much almost level with his head. Oh boy. See? But here it's actually better. Like the other parts where I was driving, there's literally, like, on each side of the road, like, look, right? On each side of the road. So, but you can see that this is old. This is old snow. Yeah, we're turning right somewhere. Well, I'm just following that sign on the right. You see the blue one? White on blue, that means freeway. White on blue, that's a federal highway. Oh, and the good news is I ordered all permits on Wednesday, and I got them all yesterday. So all I need is Quebec, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, because I went like this, you know. I designed a route where I avoid New Jersey I avoid that New York City area, you know, the 287 over there. It's too crazy, and plus it's an extra state. So the way I designed the route, I decided to use as few states as possible, even just, you know, for practice, because I'm not paying for these permits. But I'll tell you the rates. I look at the permit, like the state fee was the highest for Quebec, because there's 2 stops in here for me, right? So they had to give me kind of like 1 permit from here to the place where I'm picking up that skid,
meters, turn left onto the outer route 20 west, ramp toward Pierre de Quebec.
and then another permit from the stop 2 to destination. Wait, I thought I was... Do I turn left here? Oh, okay. Yeah, Quebec, okay. And when...
Turn left onto the outer route 20 west, ramp, then merge onto outer route 20 west.
And when they say Quebec, by the way, here, or Quebec. Hold on, because I just see that this is very kind of like a scary situation here. And the rear tire went into the snow. I knew it. If I didn't go this way, like wide, I would hit that pole. Yeah, now my spacing in the back is 60, 120. Because normally it's 60, 60, 60, but I raised the axle 3, and so now I have 60, 120. And the permit company was very confused about this, but I said I just took it with me because I don't want to leave it behind, you know, this kind of weather.
Continue on outer route 20 west, 5 kilometers.
But if I get lucky and I get that load from Virginia, that would be really cool. You know, the drill rig. But that one is 52,000 pounds. And the guy said he can wait, but the problem now is that, just as I thought, imagine, so it took me 3 hours to load, right? From, well, 2.5. And from here, it's 300 kilometers, 180, 190 miles to that stop. So I need more than 3 hours. So I will be there at 3 o'clock, just before they probably close, you know, just pick up that skid. And then from there, it's 3 hours. 3 hours to the border with New York, you know. And so I don't think I'll even make it to you know, 3. Let's say I secure that skid pretty fast, I don't know, half an hour, but that's it. It gets dark around 6 in here, I think. Yeah, I know. And this is an oversized load. I'm not supposed to drive after dark. But I'm gonna call the permit company, because my permit is all in French. For Quebec, that's what they do. They give you a permit, everything is in French. They don't care if you're Canadian or American. Nothing is in English over there. So I don't know, can I drive after dark? Because I'm only 9 feet 10 inches wide. Just the tires are sticking out a little bit. So we'll see. But for now, yeah, this is the freeway. Because the traffic here is pretty crazy. And then this R20, Auto Route 20 actually ends. And look, there's a guys on the left on snowmobiles. Snowmobiling. I don't know, can you see them? A couple, I'm guessing a husband and wife. It's probably some kind of a twisted marriage therapy. But we will never know. Anyway, I'll post an update when I'm in the States, but what might happen is that I might get stuck in New York over the weekend, because New York, after 12 o'clock, you're not supposed to drive, I think. But again, I'm gonna double check with my permit company, see, maybe it does not apply to me since I'm very small, just a little bit oversized, right? But if it does apply to me, then I don't think I'm gonna make it out of New York State by 12 o'clock on Saturday, so that means I have to sit there till Monday. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. And the truck runs okay, just was pulling a little bit to the right, but I'm already used to it. So the company said send us the estimate, so it looks like they will pay me directly, because I called them. Like, I found their website was on the side of that trail of the guy that hit me, right? I went to their website and they have all their documents in there, their insurance, their phone number. And so I called them and they said, yeah, we know about this. The guy gave us all the pictures, so just send us, give me your phone number, your email address, and send us please your body shop estimate. And I told them that, I said, I'm going to Maryland with a load, I'll be back next week, because you know, I want to go to a Canadian body shop, because American can be too expensive, and I want the quote to be in Canadian dollars, because these guys are in Canada as well. But looks like they will pay me. I think it's, yeah, it should be, I think it will be higher than I estimated. It probably will be closer to $1,500. The headlight, I think it's broken at the bottom. The scratches and the alignment is $200-300, you know. But I'll try to do it quickly so that I don't sit in my, you know, looking for a load again. Like, I cannot afford to sit another 2 weeks.